Today, Corey Lewandowski was announced by the Trump campaign to be stepping down from his position as the manager after being fired due to what is being called a power struggle internally between him and Trump's chief strategist, Paul Manafort, who's a much more experienced older guy in his 70s, similar to Trump, in that regard. Now, apparently, Manafort, who's been with the campaign for the last 3 months, is going to take Lewandowski's position. Lewandowski notably has had little allegations of battery and putting his hands on people and uh, just acting in an aggressive manner, seemingly, and kind of drawing a little bit of attention. I mean, to give you an example, there was the whole allegation that he forcefully grabbed Michelle Fields. She's this reporter for the Breitbart News during this press conference in Florida, which she says she couldn't see him. So I'm going to give him credit for that. There's also there was another incident that same month where apparently he grabbed some protester by the collar and he denied the allegation. Just different examples of him apparently being physically aggressive that we don't know for sure, or just trying to we have the video of him grabbing the protester, but again, all people grabbed me. um this comes completely out of left field. I had no idea this would happen. I was taken aback by it. Obviously, we've had just the Trump campaign being reported on over and over and over again. I'm really surprised by it. It's something that I think has no type of just preface or anything. I did not see it coming. This is the best way to put it. It's completely unexpected. Now, people on Fox have been kind of just going back and forth about how this might change the campaign, how this might just make things different. All I see really is just one less guy and possibly a little bit more of a cohesive campaign, because now you don't have that supposed power struggle that they were speaking of earlier, which whether or not that was actually the case, we don't know. I don't think either side has confirmed it. Lewandowski, for what it's worth, actually was on TV earlier and said it was a privilege to work on the campaign, and just expressed himself in a really grateful manner. So I don't believe there was some massive argument. "Well, I don't like you." No, I don't buy that. On the other hand, you also have this new guy, Manafort, who's only been with Trump for the last 3 months. I don't know. Lewandowski just seemed as if he'd be the better choice to keep, in my view, from them kind of being together this whole time. Uh, but again, anything Trump wants to do, I'm in favor of, so long as he makes sure he loses. And I say that not as a fan of Clinton either, but it's important to note that when you mess up your own campaign, you have to be able to realize where you're screwing up, or otherwise you really will doom yourself for not winning the election. Now, this is coming at the same time as he's trailing Clinton by 7 points in this one poll, so it's already kind of a bad day for his campaign, seemingly. It's really just I can't get over how much I just waited today. This came out earlier this morning, and I said, "Oh, let me fire up the camera," and I was getting ready to do it, but I thought to myself, what evidence do I have of what I'm going to talk about? Yeah, I know they announced he was resigning today, which I might as well read the date, June 20th, 2016. That's today. But what actual proof did I have of the reasons for why he was leaving, the reasons for why this was occurring, what different things were possibly being just fumed behind the scenes? I even heard one report that he was trying to influence the VP selection. Now, whether or not there's any truth to that, I don't know. But I do know that they thought of that seriously enough to put that on Fox. And You know, it's not some run-of-the-mill website that just posts fake stories. They wouldn't have put it up there unless there was some type of major, just speculative grasp on that. So I don't even believe that he's even going to. I don't see that. That's the best way to put it. I don't see him trying to get involved or turn everything into his game. I don't buy it. And really, what bothers me the most about it is when you put out stories like that, which, you know, for all we know are not true, you run the risk of damaging someone's character and putting them to the point where they never recover. You know, the guy, again, had these little battery allegations, a few of them, but for all we know, he didn't do them. And if that's the case, along with this story of, oh, he was taken away because he was too controlling, just ruining the man's life. And that's really kind of the saddest part about even knowing about this. So all I'm saying is I didn't expect this at all. It's taken me by complete surprise. I don't see this helping Trump in the long run because again, this is somebody he knew the whole time and just sort of was familiar with and just running for president. He was with them from day one. Apparently, they met back in April of 2014, 2 years ago, and a year later, when Trump announced his campaign, he was ready to help him. So, you know, it seems to me as if he made the wrong choice or made a mistake in getting rid of the guy who seemingly always had his back just in doing this. But on the other hand, you obviously have, you know, they wouldn't have kept Manafort if they didn't believe in his experience. They should have believed in Lewandowski's experience as well, but apparently they believe in it less. I'm just going off of contextual clues here. Don't want to draw any speculative guesses, but I can tell you for one thing that whatever happens, happens. But it won't be Lewandowski's fault if Trump loses. I'll say that without a doubt. So he seemed to be an adept campaign manager. We'll see what happens next. Thank you for watching and have a good day.